People that are here are trying to support the Swiss team as much as they can. You'll hear plenty of shouts of Hopschwitz after the performance of their football team so far. Well, the Swiss beach volleyball players have given them a nice respite from that. All three Swiss teams of 10, Heyer and Egger and the Lassigers, have already gone out, but they've placed 7th. Great dig. Koblenheuscher, though, will be hoping to go a bit further than that. Great finish all the way through to the end of this first semi-final. Finish again. Third time these two teams have met this season on the Swatch FIVB World Tour. Just too good for the Swiss side, and that's the problem for Koblenheuscher today. They have not played well against the Brazilians up to now, but this is a very encouraging start. And Kobel, who's getting... So USA 1, Brazil 2nd. Holly McPeak and Elaine Youngs of the USA in 3rd. A slightly more multicultural feel to this lineup here today for the men's competition. Switzerland versus semi-final 2. We'll have recorded highlights for you at midday Central European time on Eurosport. That involves Jonas Recker and Markus Diekmann of Germany, vastly improving beach volleyball team, up against the return of the bad boys, Benjamin Shaw of Brazil. Back to the action on centre court. Unconventional attempt at defence by Kobel. I think he was just caught out a little that Emmanuel actually... Koblenheuscher stopped this Brazilian side today. Kobel with the pass again. Well, that's a start. And if Kobel keeps hitting like that, he really is getting some height out of the sand today. Hitting very free. And that's when these two play best, when they're relaxed. And that's when their natural talents come to the fore. Kobel is an absolute genius, but that's not going to be the problem for him today. The problem is getting past Ricardo and round Emmanuel, but it's another point chance. That is a hit again. The chicken wing effort by Emmanuel. A little to try and make the play, but too much heat on it from Stefan Kobel, and they are moving Ricardo around very well at the net. A rather worrying run from Switzerland as the cheers of Hopschwitz start to ring out around this stadium. First mistake we've seen from the Swiss. Stefan Kobel with a tight set. Well, right from the Kobel, after that little mistake and a couple of just shaky hits, he's back on form again. That's absolutely crucial to how younger and younger. Good play, Heuscher. Oh, straight down. As in the hospital, we put one of yours in the morgue type stuff. Oh, too good. Patrick Heuscher gets his first opportunity to side out. McPeak and Elaine Youngs exploding at one of the line judges during their semi-final. Very high reach from Stefan Kobel. And it's all about ball control. At every stage of that part of the rally, the ball was in front of the Swiss players, and when it's in front of you, you can see everything, you can control everything, and it's an easy game when you play it like that. Oh, he's got him! And Ricardo doesn't like that. Takes these things personally. He does not like to be blocked, he doesn't like to be dug, and that is emphatic. Patrick Heuscher with a brilliant shutout, and this is very encouraging for the Swiss. It's obscene, isn't it? The height that these boys get out of the sand. 3-set semi-final. It's a tight one, and it's blocked. And that's the value of Ricardo. You will almost never see let a ball past that is blockable. You have to do something special to get through. Just hangs the hands out. Drops it back into court, so the deficit reduced to 3. And equally so from Stefan Kobel. Volleyball is a rebound sport, and he does that so well. He lets it rebound off his body and into play. On that occasion, rebounds it off the top of Patrick Heuscher's block for another point. And every time they just forget themselves in a match and start smiling and shaking hands, and that's better. That's a bit more mean from Ricardo. But to take Olympic gold, they're going to need that edge to their game. Ricardo already has a silver to his name in Sydney with his previous partner Zermako. Great shot, Kobel. No right to put that ball down, but he conned Ricardo. Too good. The line shot, the most destructive, tight to the line and down into that back meter corner. You've got to be a special defender to be a point. Emmanuel to jump serve. It's a jump float onto Kobel. And it was the right idea from Kobel to try and force that off the block. Unfortunately, Ricardo, we've got to force the play down onto the Brazilian court. We've got they've done the right thing. They've put heat on the ball and at the moment Brazil just struggling to contain that. It's up again. Well, unlucky from Patrick Heuscher. He had to play it over them because it just got a touch on his block. Plays from Switzerland. That's the right idea from Heuscher, and that's what you've got to do. If your opposition wants to drop this, then that's fine, but these short serves are easy to pass, so why not pass it high on the net and let the big man do the work. Great thinking from Switzerland, and that will have chances even against the best team in the world. What a shot again from Kobel. He's hit hard all the way through this match. You can understand that. He just gets so much hype from realising who Kobel and Heuscher are out on court with. We've got another debate. Ricardo says ball out. This match. Well, sterling effort from Kobel, not known for his blocking, but Ricardo knew that he was there at the net, so once he did get control of the ball finally, it was relatively simple for Ricardo to hit full power cross court. Wow, that just caught a piece of Kobel's hand. Swiss were unlucky there. So it's not too much to worry about at the moment. But it's a useful cushion, and again, a cut shot of exquisite standings need to keep ploughing on and stay ahead. Good solid side-out play required now. That's exactly what Emmanuel does best. It's with his tennis. Sometimes his concentration drifts. With Ricardo and Emmanuel, such is their to lose their focus. It's a funny situation. But I think the problem for Kobel and Heuscher is that they took the first set, the Swiss lead by 1 set to love. As they go begging, the more you start to think maybe this isn't going to be our day. To go over, but unlucky. Unconventional defence from Stefan Kobel, but he was forced into it. Very good, Heuscher. That's why he doesn't get a lot of serves. Teams do respectional beach volleyball career, and for all the teams out on this World Tour, it's about qualifying for the Olympics this year. Oh, frustration for Coble. He just got carried away with it. Ricardo backs off. Big cap. So 8-10. Swiss need to make a bit of a move here. It's in. Goodness me, what defence from both teams. And Heuscher from exactly the same position as he put the last ball away. Glorious, absolutely glorious. Belt. Good finish, Heuscher again, outside of Ricardo's block, and you'd have to question what Emmanuel was doing in a cross. It was clearly set up to block cross court, so maybe just a little miscommunication. Or maybe it was Ricardo that changed his mind in the air. Doesn't come much more emphatic than that. Ricardo finding his cross-court mark on level terms at any stage. Good illustration that if you're moving when you try to play defence, increases and makes the ball very tough to handle. Good finish through the middle from Coble, and that was just at the right time, because they change back from Heuscher. Lovely. Well, this is very interesting. Ricardo is getting served almost. That's huge. That is huge. Coble is locked in to a. Quality, world-class beach volleyball. And if Switzerland had lost, nearly got a bit handcuffed on that one, did Emmanuel. He stands so shallow in defence because of his speed around them. He does provide a good target to swing at. Trouble is, he plays all the balls up into the air, so at least there's a chance for Ricardo, but not on that occasion. The big man can't get down to the plate, and Ricardo could win it for the Brazilians. Got to come over. Now, there's a bit of a debate, and Ricardo is saying, what, and then await the attack of the Brazilians. It's a simple float serve. Ricardo again. They keep serving Ricardo, so the tactics have changed for Switzerland. 3 women's games that we covered yesterday did that. Well, not if Coble and Heuscher have got something to say about it. Again, I strongly suspect Emmanuel. Emmanuel gets the serve. And Coble's dug it. Good set here from Heuscher required. It's tight. And it's down. And what did I tell you about Ricardo's blocking? If there is an opportunity to... Patrick Egger, the coach to the Swiss team, will be hoping that they come out in this tiebreaker set to 15 points in the same vein as they've played the whole of this match. Some of the brilliant rallies that occurred in that last set, finally finished by Switzerland, and it really was their point all the way. Deciding set to 15 points. And Brazil get the first point on the board early. Manuel to serve. Good pass, very good pass from Kobol, and that's a great finish. And in terms of the neutral watching this match, great cut shot from Ricardo, hits that ball away from his body so well. Being 6'7" does help, but you still need that hand control, you still need that coordination in the air. And the big man has it in a bunch. Great stuff. Well, if Kobol was in any doubt at all about what the tactics of the Brazilian team would be, getting the ball on to the sand. This really was the blocker's ball. He should have been able to get down and turn, but instead he took a chance, went for the Kong block. So some complex signalling going on from Ricardo to Emmanuel. Well, what's been called is a net touch. That's unusual. You don't see Ricardo touch the net a lot. Tough end now. Won't be able to get quite as much pressure on with the serves. Ricardo's keyed in now to his line shot, and what originally seemed like a good idea, serving Ricardo, has caught it, but it looked good to me. Oh, nearly an ace. And the plan so nearly worked for Switzerland. They've served Ricardo time and time again. Much of an advantage. The wind is swirling a little, but it does mean they can put pressure on the serve. It's just going to go out, so Emmanuel returns the compliment to Kobol. Cross-court shot. Too much. Emmanuel and Ricardo look a lot more settled than they did in the first set. That has to be ominous for Switzerland. Oh, my goodness. The guy in the number 2 vest has had relatively little to do in comparison to his partner, who's been served all day, but when he has had to play, he hasn't put a foot wrong. Oh, what a comeback from Ricardo. Huge shout into the face of Kobol. He made that cross-court block. This is great stuff. Lovely read from Kobol, and he must have been thinking, this is it, 2-point lead. Not today, says Ricardo. And what was Hoyscher doing? He should have been covering. That ball was playable. Well seen, Kobol. Just saw Emmanuel try and sneak a line there. That have regained some momentum, and the lucky... It will be Ricardo Alex Costa Santos to serve. And great block from Emmanuel. Hoyscher got conned into thinking that that was a straightforward swing at the ball and Emmanuel wouldn't offer resistance. What a jump! That is massive from Emmanuel. And he does it with such ease. And once again. And just out. That nearly looked like it took a piece of Hoyscher on the way, but in the end, convincingly off the block. And Switzerland looking at a potential finalist. Point chance again, Switzerland. He's missed it. Oh dear. That's all you can say about that shot. Oh. Good finish, Hoyscher. What a commanding spike over the winter break, sorry. And that is telling. Oh, it's down! What a massive block from Patrick Hoyscher, and as this... And Ricardo extracts himself from the Swiss pocket with a huge line shot there. Good control from Switzerland. Had no right to attack.